everyone, this is Lorianne from It's All Primary. This video is going to be a mini vlog because, well, I have only so much space on my iPad to create videos. Videoed a lot of stuff this week as we had several things happen. We had snow. We didn't have snow day, but we had snow. We had torrential rain. We had cupcake sales. We had a basketball free throw. So I just didn't have all the room to post all of it in one video because I usually only have space to make about a 12 to 15 minute video. So this is going to be part 1 of 2, and I will try to have the other one posted on Sunday. But this one's mainly going to be about just the first couple days and the TPT sale that went on February 4th and 5th. So anyways, enjoy, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. February fell. Oops. Good morning. It's Monday, February 3rd. Woke up, snow, but this is my kind of snow. This is the snow that's on the mountains. It's on the grass, but not on the roads. So the roads were absolutely fine, but it slowed me down because I needed to scrape the car. But I had a phone meeting this morning and at 6, so that got done. But so we're just in here, and I can't remember what I'm going to be doing. I got to look at my day plan. I will talk to you later, but I noticed that the battery is dying, so we'll see how far we get. Talk to you later. I want to show you this image. We were predicting what the groundhog would see. And as you can see on this chart of the 6 main groundhogs in the US and Canada, it is 4 to 6 in favor, or 4 to 2 in favor of early spring. So the moral of the story is you can't trust the groundhog. I just got a really cute surprise. I went to the staff mailboxes and I got this bag sitting in my box, and it says, I don't know if you can read that, "You are amazing. Have a wonderful day." How sweet. I know what I'm eating for recess. It's a cookie. And February fell, if you saw that on the floor, and so I'll put that back up. And the library reports. Whoops. And I know what I wanted to talk about. I do quick images with the class, which are these, if you saw in my tour of my desk, are these. I do this to start. It builds number sense and subitizing, or subitizing, depending how you pronounce it. But I found some that show these as 10 frames, and sometimes they're in order and sometimes they're mixed up, the dots. So I'm going to make some of these this week. So that's my plan for today, because I have a prep in the afternoon, and I have to do some home reading stuff. So anyways, I will show that to you later. I'm just going to show you some of the things that we're doing this morning. The first one, we do guided reading, and I use the guided reading work from Eileen, I can't remember, Clausen. Anyways, she's on Teachers Pay Teachers, and she's also on Instagram a lot, and I have her stuff in 2 binders. I'll just kind of glance over here. So guided reading A to D, and then I have E to J. I also have another binder. I just don't have it labeled because I do have kids pass that, but I use these for my guided reading, and the kids really enjoy them. We highlight spelling words, we look at our phonograms, we talk about paragraphs in the older levels, But we do that. So that's this morning when the kids are doing Read to Self, which is part of Daily 5. That'll be done. And then after recess for nutrition, we do this program. This is put out by the BC Dairy Foundation. I attended their workshop at least 15 years ago. I still get booklets. I just have to say, need new booklets, and they send them to me. And this is great because it talks about the 5 food groups, and it goes through different little, and it's the same for every food group until you get towards the back where they have to look at the food group and tell you what's missing from it. But then we do as a final project, if I remember, I grab all the flyers from the newspapers, and what they have to do is they actually have to create a mini poster of the 5 food groups, and they have to have representatives of at least, I usually do 4 to 5 of each food group, and they do great, and they're very engaged, and they present with it. You can see this is the Super Bowl. Another thing I wanted to show you was the Sunshine Committee here at this school is fantastic. They do lots of neat little activities. They had a hot chocolate recess where they made hot chocolate and had goodies, which was lovely. Actually, the hot chocolate had all the trimmings of chocolate sauce and sprinkles and whipped cream. But this is the one they're doing for Valentine's Day, where you can participate in giving socks to somebody. And I'm going to do it because these are just so fun, the activities that they do. So find out if your school has a Sunshine Committee, and if they don't, consider starting one, because they are actually activities that really bring your staff together. Okay, so students are at music right now. We've had a really good morning. Even we're now just into the afternoon, and they're doing really great today. With the snow and everything, they were very excited when they first came in, but they settled down right away. At this time, I'm going to change their classroom jobs because they each have a weekly job, and this grade can handle responsibility, and I reward them with Hoot Loot, which I've talked about before. One of the things that we started with regarding math, we normally do quick images to start, which I've mentioned on a couple other videos. One of them was my desk, and can't remember the other video. I'll think about it. And anyways, we also worked on part whole today, which is something I've learned a lot from my Pro-D online math class. That is also mentioned on another video. I'll post that up there somewhere. But we did how many ways can you make 5, and then we did how many ways you can make 10, and many of them couldn't do it. So this is something that I need to work on, but I'm glad I did it today because we are now halfway through the year, and yeah, that's something we need to work on. We are finishing up money, Canadian money. Many of them are doing pretty good. We're focusing on pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, though they don't have to be able to add too much of it. Though I have some students who are way above adding, so I give them even counting bills. So I made an extra book that's more of an enrichment book for those who get done early. And so I'm going to mark the math books. I'm going to do the jobs, and I think that's probably all the time I will have, and I will probably eat some chocolate. I'll talk to you later. Good morning. Just after 7 and it's snowing. They predicted it yesterday, and they said it would happen in the morning, and it did. So kids will be very excited. I'm not always excited. I like snow off the roads. Anyways, we will get on the roads here as quick as we can so we can get to school, and I'll talk to you later. Good morning again. The roads were pretty good, which is nice. It's still falling. It's not falling as much in this neighborhood than it is where I live, but I also live in higher elevations, so I get a little bit more snow where I am. I am going to make some tea, change out of my boots. There is the TPT sale going on right now, and though I'm not a big seller on TPT, I do create a wish list so that when a sale comes on, I buy. And there's been a couple things that I've been eyeing, mainly some guided reading and some 100-day activities. Some of them were free, which is great. But I always just drop things into my wish list and then get them later. But I'll print them off and I'll show you which ones I purchased. And I'll be back. 1 minute to 3 o'clock. They're telling us the roads are getting bad, so I'm leaving. My desk is pretty much cleaned up. I'm going to quickly get my boots on. I've just photocopied tomorrow's plan just in case. I don't think it's going to be a snow day, but you never know. I'm always wondering whether I should be taking work home, but I've got a little in the bag. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. I'm just arriving at the door, and it's 3:30, so one of the earlier times that I get home. But as you can see behind me, there's a fair bit of snow. Not a ton, but I gotta probably shovel the driveway a bit because it, again, as I mentioned, is supposed to keep going. It's a light snow now. It's not the heavy snow we had earlier, but anyways, I will shovel for a little while, and then I'm hoping to show you a few things that I picked up at the Teachers Pay Teachers sale. This is not one. This is actually when I was mentioning that I'm going to do the cards, much like the dots. These are the ones I'm talking about. These are from a website. If you Google Sandra Ball, and she was a helping teacher for a school district. These are, you can find these. It's the website is old, or the blog is old, and if you need to do some hunting, but these are all free. So these are some of the things that I picked up. So I'm going to be making cards probably tomorrow afternoon. And then these are more, so these are 1 to 10. And then, as I mentioned as well, I picked up some guided reading. I did a bundle. I did the Seasons bundle. And there is the gal who does these. And I have shared these with a couple other schools, and many of them use them as well. So Aylin Clausen. Anyways, you can find her on TPT and in Instagram. Anyways, but I like them because they give you the lesson plan and a reading thing with some comprehension questions. And then I got this Subitizing War for 1 to 31 for math games, because we play math games every Friday. I'm not thoroughly, I mean, it's fine, but it means I have to color print it. I don't have to color print it, but the cards are probably smaller than I'd like them to be for the little their hands, but we'll see. I'll try them at this size. And then I did that. It's a TOC binder that you can do online. That's the lady who made it, Madame Marissa. And so I'm going to, the reason why I did that is because right beside me here is the original one that from the previous teacher that I'm updating. So I got to do that. From One Giggle, I picked up this little poem. It was like $1. Actually, it was less than $1 because they had the sale. I think it was 75 cents. And I take pictures of the kids for 100th day, and then use an app called Aging Booth. So, and then we put the picture on there. So it's a lot of fun. Kids laugh a lot. And then I picked up this. Every year I do a bird study. One year I'll do owls, and then the other year I'll do penguins. And this one is actually probably one I'm going to be using next year because they use this with the Target dollar deals, little blank books, and I have not seen them lately, so I'm gonna hunt them down over the summer and see if I can get some. And then I'll end up doing owls this year. But it's cute, and again, it was only a couple dollars, wasn't very much. That's more of the penguin stuff. And then the other ones I didn't print off, but let me just show you. So I really like Learning in Wonderland stuff. And this one I had been sitting on, waiting. It was a bundle between the newsletters and a calendar template. I'll show you another page. But I really like the way it's laid out, and I'm not really a particular fan of planners in the grade 1 classroom. This one is a weather supplement. I teach weather every year to the kids. They learn an awful lot, but the one I picked up about 3 years ago, I guess, is missing a couple things, and so this one is adding a few more things. Again, didn't cost very much, but it gives the kids a little bit more activities to do with the weather. And I think that was it. So I just want to talk about Teachers Pay Teachers and other teacher resource sites for a minute. One of the things you need to be careful of is just, you can go hog wild on all these websites, and they have great products, they have okay products, and they have not so great products, and you can spend hours upon hours scanning and looking and searching for products that sometimes you don't even need. I am guilty. I have purchased multiple units, resources that I've never used, and when I look at them, I look at them and go, what was I thinking? I have no idea why I was bought that. Maybe I got them on a sale, who knows. But one of the things that I've learned to do over the years is to honestly set myself a budget and stick to it. I know it's so easy as teachers to blow budgets, but you've got things in your life that probably need that money more. So try to keep a budget. One school I was at actually gave us $200 classroom budget to spend just on TPT or any other teacher resource website for curriculum, but then it belonged to the school, not to us. And we had a school account that we purchased it on, and then we had to track it all on a spreadsheet that the principal had created, and I thought it was a great system. I never used all 200 of it, and even today I still don't spend 200 in a year, but I think when I started I probably did. If I'm going to be honest, I'd have to look. It's hard to get all these documents and things and try and keep them all sorted and organized, and that's a huge thing with downloading a bunch of free resources. Try to only get what you need, not what you want. Put everything else on a wish list. I do that with Amazon, I do it with TPT, I do it with probably a couple other places. Make wish lists and put them there instead of buying them, even if there's a massive sale. For me, the last 2 days, I purchased 9 items, and it cost me $33. 2 of them were bundles, and 2 of them were for not even this year. 2 of them were for September. But I thought, while I was thinking of it, I'm creating a binder for next year, classroom organization and classroom setup. So I'm going to do that. But in the meantime, so as a fellow teacher to you, another teacher, just watch your spending for websites like that, even when there's sales. Just control, self-control. Anyways, that was 3 minutes, sorry. So as I said earlier, this is part 1. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. But I will try to get part 2 uploaded in the next day. So have a great week, great weekend. Whenever you're watching this, just have a great one. See you later.